at the end of the day, Matt, it's an absolutely fantastic sign of a hurler that when you are finished with your county for that particular year, it's a great sign that a fella will come back and give his all to his club.
Yeah, and to be fair to them, they're very good to the public of Limerick to stop, take pictures and everything. And like these boys are hounded, like to be fair. And like I know people with families, and it's brilliant. And it's great to see that people can celebrate with Liam McCarthy. But I've never heard a bad word of one of the players not giving an autograph or not taking a picture. And Darragh Donovan had an interview with Off the Ball during the week, and it's brilliant. And he spoke about character. He said he's not worried about how good a player is or how athletic he is. It's all about character, and these boys have it in abundance.
The one thing, Jack, the one comment John Kiely made, I think it was Tuesday, it was Monday evening in Perry Square. He was interviewed by some crowd, and John Kiely said, I want these boys to enjoy life as much off the pitch as these boys enjoy on it. Now, from my point of view, I know John fairly well. I'm not saying, Jesus, I'm not claiming that I'd be, but we had the privilege of winning a county with this man. And that was in 2005. And I'm going back nearly 20 years that we hurled with this man. And one thing I say about the man is John Kiely has never changed one bit. He's the very same today as that day. John is great company. He's great crack to be out with. He knows when to have the crack, but obviously he knows when the line has to be drawn in the sand. So he is definitely, John Kiely made a statement in the paper last week. I think the boys would have done this without me. That's rubbish. That is, it's just every good team needs a leader. And the best advantage these Limerick players have is John Kiely is their leader, because what they are doing, meeting the people, meeting the public, as you said, Jack, taking their pictures, John would want them to do that. Do you know what I mean? John would be a very humble guy, and he would be top class in that regard. So he would be very proud of the fact that you're after saying that now, that these boys will take the time to do all this,
Yeah, and when he says they would have done it without him, like the crew leading from the front, the likes of Cian Lynch, Kyle, Tom Morrissey, Aaron Gallant, Sean Finbarr, they all had John in 2020 or in 2015 with 21's team. Dare Burns was captain. So it's no coincidence that the boys he got at a young age are the ones driving it now.
It's an unbelievable stat. It's an unbelievable stat what John has brought on. And that team that won the All-Ireland, look at what we have got out of it. The other side of the scale is you're talking about, we'll say he has led them from the front, right? And as a hurling man would say, like Mike Casey stepped from fullback to cornerback. Dan Morrissey played centre-back, wing-back and fullback. William O'Donoghue played centre-field, back to centre-back. Cian Lynch played centre-field, centre-forward. It's a great attribute to the manager that when he asks a player to do a job for him, that these boys, like Barry Nash, came from the forwards to the backs, the cornerback even. So, it's some sign of a manager. Not alone did he move you out of your comfort zone, but he is getting the max out of these boys. So it's some sign of a team, of the whole team.
Yeah, it was just a couple of things there, and you were talking about John Kiely and what he has achieved, Donie. I suppose assembling the team that he has on the field is only part of the story. He has assembled an excellent backroom team that totally work in coordination, which I suppose for any team is hugely important.
Oh, without a Matt, and I was actually very close to the whole scenario on Sunday. And what John does is he uses it excellently. He has a massive team. Paul Kinnerk never left his side. It's like having a man of the quality of Paul Kinnerk coming on behind you must be, from John, it's a dream partnership. I see Caroline Currid very close to the front. Like Alan Cunningham has a massive input. I was watching him on Sunday. He is massive. His knowledge of the game must be unbelievable. We say he's cute enough then to have Dodge and the Hurleys, right? And I would have played with Dodge. Like Dodge's knowledge of hurling would be outstanding. So to have a man like that you can throw something to is phenomenal. And what John Kiely actually uses very well is he's all his backroom team. His medical men are even used to the limit, So you're 100% right, Matt. John Kiely has built a phenomenal panel of 37 players. But another massive factor for him is he has built 12 or 15 massive characters in his backroom team.